Okay, so before this video starts, I will use this time to announce this new series I will make. It is called GD Masteries. In this series, I will make a fictional player, team, trend, level, etc. and try to make it as perfect as possible. In this episode, the first one of the series, I will attempt to make the fictional perfect player. These episodes will be about creating the perfect anything, with this episode specifically focusing on a player. Anyway, I feel there's a lot I can do with this series, and I think it will be pretty fun to make. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Hello everyone, I am Moldy Macaroni X, but you can call me Moldy. In this first episode of my new GD Masteries series, we will create the perfect fictional player. This player should be liked within the community, but also genuine, and overall do whatever they can to benefit the community and be a good community figure. We will analyze what this player will do, how they would do it, and more. I don't have much to say to start off this video, so let's just dive right in. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Firstly, let's figure out this player's stats in game. This fictional player would have really good stats. I would suggest at least 10,000 stars, at least 10,000 diamonds, the max amount of secret coins, 1500 user coins, over 100 demons completed, at least, and 15 or more creator points. We don't want this fictional player to have too many creator points, as we also want them to be genuine with the community. This player would also have a well thought of name, a name that sounds good, but also not intimidating, a name that is memorable, but also not too complex. We want this name to stand out among other players, so when someone hears this player's name, they instantly associate it with this perfect player. Anyway, now that we have this player's profile developed, let's move into more community aspects. It should be obvious enough that this player would be an in-game mod, preferably an elder mod. This will help them to be a good community figure. A good elder mod that actually exists that we can use as inspiration is Sir Hadouken. Sir Hadouken is known for being really genuine and likable, exactly what we want our fictional player to be. This player should have some social media, the most obvious being a YouTube channel. Their account should have over 10,000 subscribers, and they should livestream often and make entertaining content about the game. Not exactly let's plays, but more content addressing the community topics and concerns. This player would avoid any and all drama and settle any disputes quickly. This entertaining content would not be incredibly often, as this figure would spend majority of their time interacting with the community. I would suggest around one video a month for this figure, not including live streams. This player would have other social medias and be active on, such as a Twitter, where this player could interact with the community. This person would also have a professional Discord server with an active and likable staff team there. This server should not be at least semi-active. Oh shoot, that's a typo in the script. This server should at least be semi-active, with a few good conversations daily, and maybe not active 24/7 like some other servers. This server would also have over 30 boosts, giving them all the perks that Discord's booster program offers. Now, let's move into the player's activity with the community. This vision that we have of a perfect player is already nearing a good spot, but it is best that we determine how this player would interact with the community. Firstly, this figure would make the community their concern. They wouldn't join conversations to talk about themselves, but to talk about the community, ask them how they're doing, what levels they are working on, levels they are trying to beat, or just anything that will give the community a chance to say something. I feel a lot of community figures nowadays always make the topic about them. This is not necessarily bad, as the community is usually interested, but I feel that this figure would make the topic about others and never himself. That doesn't mean this player can't host Q&As and such, but majority of their interactions would be on the community and how the community feels about the game. Now, let's move on to the final part of this fictional player, which is how they are perceived by the community. Aside from this player's stats, they would also have some good artwork for their social medias that portrays them. A good example is Viprin's current YouTube profile picture, which is really well made and clean looking, something I feel this fictional player would benefit from. Good and professional artwork will help make this player stand out amongst the community and just overall look good. For some other miscellaneous things, this player would speak mainly English, but also be fluent in Spanish, which is another big language in the Geometry community. This player should use a mic for content and live streams, so we can get to know them as a person. This player would overall just do everything in their power to benefit the community and always think about them and never themselves. I feel that there is nobody currently in this community like this perfect player that we just made up. We may have some close candidates, but for the most part, this player is overall unique from any other community figure. Of course, this perfect player is all just fiction, but perhaps the community can learn from this idea of a perfect player. While this video is all my opinion, I based this player off of what I felt would benefit the community. Feel free to tell me what you think about this player or this series in the comments. I would love to get your feedback. Maybe you can even write your own perfect player in the comments of this video. Let's start some discussion down there. So, as always, I thank you so much for watching. I am very proud of the direction this channel is going, and I know we are growing slowly, but we are still growing nonetheless. I hope to strive to help the community in any way I can, a lot like this fictional player, and this YouTube channel is just my first step in doing so. If you would like to support this channel, feel free to subscribe if you like the content here, and want to see more. Oh, sorry, I stuttered there. And want to see more. It is also the best way to support me. Now, have a great day, as always.